So in this video I'm going to be showing you how to do this really cool zoom blur transition effect. So you can already see that I've got two clips on our timeline. Let's just play them through now. Awesome, so that looks pretty cool already. If you just go over to our effects window and type in transform, and if we scroll down and look for transform, you can see it's in the distort folder. And what you want to do is drag and drop this effect on both of your clips. Double click on the first clip and navigate to the effect controls. Scroll down to where we have scale, and at the moment it's at 100%, meaning that it's filling the whole screen right now. All we want to do is create a keyframe, so we do that by hitting the little stopwatch icon, drag it towards the end, and I think I'm going to want this to zoom right into the lens of the camera basically. So we're just going to increase the scale a little bit, and I'm just going to play it through until I'm happy with the speed. Okay, that looks pretty cool as it is. So the way that we get this motion blur inside of Premiere is if we uncheck that box, use compositions, and the shutter angle basically controls how much motion blur there is. Now for normal video, standard at 24 or 25 frames per second, obviously we just double our frame rate. So for 25 frames a second, we do 180. That's the 180 degree shutter rule. But for this video, I'm just going to put it as 360, so that's the maximum amount of motion blur, just so you can clearly see the motion blur for the purposes of this tutorial. Now looking at that again, I probably want to make that a little bit quicker. So for this second clip, we basically want to do a similar thing, only the opposite way around. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm basically just going to add a keyframe as it is right now, scrub back a little bit, and I want to make this clip a little bit smaller, right around there. Drag both of these back. Okay, so that's way too slow. Back a little bit. So now we want to uncheck, use compositions, and again, for the purposes of this video, I'm putting 360, but you might find better results putting in 180. So that still looks a little slow, so I'm going to move that in again. Okay, so let's just play through these before I render it and see what they look like. So that looks pretty cool already. Great, so what we can do is take this a stage further and actually add a crossfade on one of the clips. So what you want to do is drag the latter clip onto a new layer and just push it back a little bit, just so they're overlapping slightly, perhaps around about there. And you want to try and get this so that there's no black being shown in the video. So if we just go over to our effects panel again, and we'll type in cross, and you can see that we've got cross dissolve here. And if we just drag this and drop it onto the top clip, so we want to make this transition a little bit smaller, just so it lines up with that bottom clip. So you can see that that just blends in nicely. It's only a couple of frames, but it does make all the difference. So let's just play through it again. Okay, cool. So hopefully you can get a rough idea of what's happening here. So I'll just render it now. And there we have it. Hopefully you got something out of this video. Don't forget to press like, it really helps me out in beating this YouTube algorithm. Comment and let me know if you've seen this transition before, because it is quite a popular one in the world of indie filmmakers right now. Subscribe and hit the bell icon. Again, it really helps me out and it's free, so why not? Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.